think he's from Singapore, yes. So ZADKIEL is from Philippines and JNJ is from Singapore. And then on the bottom half of the semifinals is Chinese Pants versus Aaron. Both of them are also from Singapore. So just a quick fun fact. Players who actually got into so far is actually out of 55 players, these are one of our top contenders so far. They've done a very, very good job. Just in case you don't know, there's actually a prize given out for this tournament. The first prize is actually getting $300. Second prize is getting $150. Third and fourth place is actually getting $75.
Nice. Yep, there's definitely a lot to fight for. And they were getting the match started soon. The matches, the lineups they are actually going to use. JNJ is going to be using Paladin, Druid, and Mage. ZADKIEL's on the Warrior, Druid, and Rogue, as we saw. So 5 different classes represented in this 3-deck Conquest format. Very nice. And the only constant in both players' lineups is the Druid, which has been one of the most common decks in the tournament.
Yes, it has been very, very common. I mean, well, once again, I think these two players are... Oh wait, are they starting?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay, they're invited. Well, these two players actually carry the classes that we say we wanted to cast, which is Paladin and Rogue.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to cast too much Paladin, but it had been so long. Like the first 3 rounds, we just saw none of it, so it's nice to finally see some of it. Even if, of course, this is Secret Paladin. I do think this is one matchup the Rogue actually does want to be in. It does have answers to a board of 1/1s. It has the Blade Flurries. It has Sap, so you can like buff up a minion with the secrets and then sap it back, even though you might just get more secrets.
I'm still waiting for the invite from JNJ.
Alright, well nothing has actually happened yet. I'm spectating him. He has a Knife Juggler in his hand, and some late game stuff that he doesn't necessarily want to see. No musters, no mini-bots.
Okay, I got it.
Alright.
Well, this looks like a very mid-range Secret Paladin.
That's the way I like it. Mid-range everything. Wow, quick coin to the to the deadly poison. He's not messing around.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to give JNJ the chances of actually Master of Battle.
Yeah.
You know, doing the extra 3 damage, 4 damage with the weapon, and then 3 more extra with the Knife Juggler, yeah.
So neither player had a good turn 3 play. JNJ resorted to Hero Power, and ZADKIEL just had to pass. Now I guess JNJ gets to be the initiative with developing a piloted Shredder, most likely on this clear board. He's going to have Sludge to follow up or Loatheb into a Challenger. Might make it hard for ZADKIEL, who was just playing his own Shredder. I guess he's going to attack the first Shredder first, just in case of Doomsayer.
No. That's actually a good card.
Yeah.
I mean, dropping Sorcerer Apprentice, imagine if you accidentally draw into one of your secrets then, and you just like...
Yeah, it fits in perfectly with the curve all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the better 2-drops you can get. But it's not like he really needed it with the hand that he had. But he's totally fine going a Sludge into Challenger. That backstab would have been really good earlier in the game because it would have made him not have to coin Deadly Poison. He could have coined into Shredder, and that would have changed the situation a lot.
He can Blood Mage and backstab.
Yeah, still pretty good.
Yeah, he clear one of the taunts. Hero Power up and then just pass. Yep.
He's attacking.
Oh, he's attacking?
Yeah. He's trying to kill it on the 2 turns, but the Challenger that he has into the opening hand is going to do a lot of work right now. Like, this is one of those times when I don't know if the Rogue can really deal with a Challenger. It's already so far behind on the tempo.
Okay, there is a way for you to deal with it. You hit first and pray that it actually procs up. The buff actually goes to Mysterious Challenger, perhaps. Then you sap it up.
I mean, yeah, you can do it. Like, you can get rid of it on the board. I mean, I guess the teacher helps a lot there because you actually have a board too, because you can just play the Challenger again and get another Noble Sack, another Avenge, maybe even another Redemption.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still an uphill battle against that Challenger if he's running more copies of the Secrets. It did
Well,
buff
it's
the
good.
Challenger.
It did buff the Challenger. Yep. So, well, it does give you an extra secret, but then you're taking away 9 damage, so that's slightly better. I mean, plus competitive spirit, that's 10 minimum just for a single Challenger.
I mean, if he didn't do that, Sap, then he would have lost this turn to the True Silver Champion. So it was a necessary play. I don't know. I mean, if he just plays, like, he doesn't even really need to play Challenger again, depending if he has more secrets. Like, he could just Loatheb and play a Minibot, and that kind of locks you out of the game as a rogue. I don't hate this either. It's just a really easy clear. We know that we know that ZADKIEL doesn't have a Blade Flurry in his hand. So what's the answer to this board?
You need to hope for a V-script. You need to get an V-script. As for JNJ side, okay, let's see. 8 mana, you can outdoor, you can play, you can outdoor into low tap. But I think since you draw one of the secret Avenge, I think it's actually good to play it.
I mean, when you Aldor like this, I mean, I guess your opponent can still clear the taunt, but I think Loatheb is just way too good against Rogue. I think if there's a turn to lock your opponent out of a Blade Flurry, it's probably this turn. Because, like, if he kills the 3-1 and can't do anything else, this is just, I believe, lethal. Let's see, heals up to 15. The True Silver is going to be game, and Paladin's going to take game 1 as long as this very clear lethal is spotted. Or you could just Consecration as well, you top deck that. If you can make it look like you top deck lethal, oftentimes it's good to tilt your opponent.
Yeah, it's like you're making their the mentality down, but it's like, oh, you top deck this win. Yeah, which is good. It may destroy some of the players, which are, some players can't take these top decks. And then it's like, shit, RNG is not on my side. And then he's like thinking negative, and then the next thing you know that he's making bad choices.
Yep. Can't underestimate that kind of tool.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we do know that JNJ have a Druid and Mage left. As for ZADKIEL here, he has Rogue, Warrior, and Druid, so Mirror, maybe?
Apparently not. No Druid Mirror, unfortunately. Ooh, JNJ, man. He's running the aggro Druid. We're finally seeing it.
Wow, this is an aggro Druid. Okay, so mulligan everything away and hope for, since he has the coin, maybe he can hope for,
I love this hand. I don't know, man. I like it a lot.
Right.
This is good.
I would actually trade off Force of Nature.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't keep. There's definitely going to be 2 of them in this deck, I think. So don't know if you need the first one, but like this is a curve. This is a Leper Gnome into Darnassus into Shredder.
All right. Imagine Leper Gnome. All right, never mind. Because you're playing against a rogue. I was thinking, imagine Leper Gnome into. Then you coin into a Living Root or something, and then next thing you play 1 more minion, and then you roll. That damage is like so much.
Yeah, you do get punished. Like, Rogue is a very punishing class against this deck. It's probably not what he wanted to queue into. Because it doesn't really heal too well, but it has, like, the fan for this play, if he had the prep, obviously. And it has a lot of ways to punish Fel Reaver. Mainly Sap, plus a bunch of other spells, but it can punish your power plays. This turn, though, it seems like not much is going to happen. Yeah, he's just going to pass. It really telegraphs the fact that he has fan, but that's probably just fine.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. So fan's definitely going to play next. Fel Reaver drawn up by JNJ. Wow.
Hold on, though. Like, What is the actual, like, is there an actual argument to not play the Darnassus there? Like, sure, it can get backstabbed, but if it doesn't get backstabbed, it's just better than hero power. And if it does, then at least, you know, you didn't really lose much. Like, you still have to play the Darnassus this turn. And it still dies to, like, the same things. So I feel like last turn it would have been better. Because this turn could have been Shredder. I don't know. That seemed like a strange hero power.
Yeah. Well, we put it that way. It does seems very, very strange. I didn't thought of it that.
I feel like he probably had a reason for it, but I don't know offhand what that was.
What kind of reason? Let's just see. If he didn't want...
I think he was just worried about the backstab, but it wouldn't have been that bad of a backstab.
I think he was afraid that, yeah, maybe the backstab into Phantom Knife.
Yeah. I don't know. But, like, it doesn't really punish you. He still loses to the same basic things. Anyway, we're finally playing the Shredder now. That's definitely gonna happen.
Well, having that raw draw is actually very painful as well. But we do know that ZADKIEL has double sap, which is actually good. It burns off six cards if you actually play the Fel Reaver here.
I feel like Fel Reaver might just have to be... I mean, you could Knife Juggler and hope to kill the sludge.
I don't think you play Fel Reaver here, because even if you play it down, you can't pass the Sludge Belcher.
Yeah, but what do you do? It's not a lot of pretty plays for JNJ.
Let's just see. You could trade in first, wish for the best hero power and hit.
Oh no!
Not the best.
Not the best at all.
Or he can actually he could play Knife Juggler first.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
And then so that when this minion comes out, it might actually hit the Sludge Belcher. And then he doesn't take extra 3 damage to the face.
Yeah, I don't think JNJ cares too much about his own life total, though. That's kind of a running trend with these decks. But,
this guy's tough.
yeah, this is,
That's easily dealt.
brutal.
Easily dealt, Knife Juggler. Well, turn 6, I think this Fel Reaver is not going to be played this game. I don't
it's
see
definitely not this turn. It's not very good.
I don't even think this turn. I think he doesn't even have a chance to play. Because based on what we can see in ZADKIEL's hand right now, is even if he play it out, it's not good because JNJ is far behind right now. Even though he has 2 minions, but then he's still far behind. He is dealing with ZADKIEL. ZADKIEL is just like, I'm doing everything on my turn, and then you have to deal with it on next turn. So it's the other way around.
And now he's incredibly far ahead in card advantage. And he's got the backstab and the fan. He doesn't have to take damage clearing this piloted Shredder. Another backstab. Jeez. The only upside to saving those would have been to mill more cards off the Fel Reaver, but you can already just answer that very easily.
Let's see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh no, not enough.
So this is like a tempting Blade Flurry because you can actually get rid of a Shade, which is kind of rare. You even don't have to use a Deadly Poison, you can just use Blood Mage Thalnos.
Yeah, you can Blood Mage Thalnos and then just clear out.
But you can also wait and just clear with a Deadly Poison later if you want. If he just wants to draw more cards, I guess. Does he overdraw here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He needs to use.
Yeah, I guess he was planning on using the Deadly Poison.
Is he gonna be greedy and just pass? But I don't think we see any. But wait, we did see someone playing a Drip with Harrison just now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not likely if you already saw a Leper Gnome, though. I don't think you hear about it.
True,
but,
true.
Yeah, but what do we have here? Not many ways to do a whole lot of proactive plays. I think we're finally seeing Fel Reaver be played, even though it's gonna literally lose JNJ the game. He will mill probably his whole deck. Everything will die or get bounced. How many cards can he actually mill? So many, right?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Okay, let's just say
Cards.
one deadly poison.
Maybe it's actually game. It's so much
Biscuit,
damage.
Biscuit 1, Thanos 2, 3,
God, this is brutal.
and then 4 for SI
Can't
agent.
handle this.
Yeah, that's at least 12 cards.
He doesn't even need to sap it. That's how much damage it is.
What?
He
What are you
can
doing?
he can prep flurry, do
You
6
doing it?
damage to everything. SI7 it or
Oh
SI6.
yeah, SI7, true.
Wait, no, he has game. He just eviscerates the face, and SI7's the face, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's just game. I thought it might be game. I didn't count the extra damage from the eviscerate spell damage, so yeah, he literally lost and milled his whole deck.
Wow. I mean, ZADKIEL has been. I mean, even though, how many rook players did I mention just now?
Rogue players?
7? I
Something
think
like
8.
that.
I think 8 players. Yeah. So out of the 8 players that actually bring rogue, he's the one that's actually proving the rogue is actually something. I mean, we did see. I think, like you mentioned just earlier, that rogue is actually been a little bit underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, we do see, like we mentioned, 2 BlizzCon players in the finals bringing rogue as well. Rogue might be something back, you know.
Yeah, we saw the matchups last game against Staz, where it had pretty unfavored matchups across the board, except for the Druid, and it still took the win eventually. So now we're seeing it actually function well against things like Aggro Druid. That's where it wants to be.
Mhm.
And now Aggro Druid's going to try to take a win against what we already know is the Patron Warrior.
Mhm.
Which has a really strong opening. It has the Execute with the slams in case of a Fel Reaver. It has double Whirlwind. I wonder if he plays Shade Leper Gnome here. Are we just going to see a double Whirlwind? I kind of like that. You lose your Armor Smith, but, well, you don't have to. You can slam double Whirlwind. I really like that. I hope we see that coin double Whirlwind.
Yep, I think he coins it.
I think you're...
Yes.
Whoa, you just leave the Shade?
Okay.
That's a risky thing. Kind of.
Well, it is interesting. Probably do you think you want to save the coin just in case? Maybe perhaps for a Fel River so that it burns up the extra 3 cards.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's more important than Shade. Like, you already have so many efficient answers to all the Fel Reapers that you could hope to have an answer to, and you're still playing Shredder this turn. I don't know. It's probably fine either way, I think, because this matchup is very Patron favored. Every time I queued up into Patron with Aggro Druid, I was immensely sad. There was almost nothing you could do about it. It's very polarizing. Been hoping to see Aggro Druid for so long because we've just been seeing so many mid-range decks back to back, but I mean, we might just see it get creamed by ZADKIEL's lineup. Seems very prepared for Aggro Druid.
Um, 5, 6. You can. If he really wants to go for the draw, he can go for like 3 draws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He draw 2. He can go for an extra 3 draws actually. If he wants, like Echo of Pain will win. But yeah, it's not good because there's too many damage on board.
I like this. It also, like, warms JNJ up to play a Fel Reaver if he had it, because he sees the Execute gone. He doesn't really know if the deck runs BGH.
That's true.
Everyone's getting pretty bad Shredders, though. I like it. A lot of Ancient Watchers and Rubian Eggs.
Yeah, we saw double Ancient Watcher.
Yeah, that Fel Reaver's not going to make it. Only going to mill about 6 cards, though. But that's fine. I think that's a fine place to be. You get to armor up, too, if you want to play Dread Corsair and BGH.
You can Drake Corsair first and then BGH so that he mills up 6 cards. Or if he wants to be greedy, he can Dread Cursor.
I definitely think the Felreaver must die. And if you mill Savage Roars, the game is basically over. It's out of reach, no longer have the burst damage.
I've got the beast in my sights.
Living Roots. Hollow Third.
Alright, so no Savage
Okay.
Roars, but not a whole lot of things to do with this hand, though.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Let's see. He can play double Floating Berserker next. Well, so Floating Berserker is on 7 mana. You can go for a Floating Berserker, Death Bite, Dread Cursor down.
Yeah, it really sets up for a strong...
Yeah, that's
Very
going to be a
lethal.
very strong setup. A very, very strong one.
I mean, JNJ can, like, deal a lot of damage to the board right now, but look at the armor space going to give him. That's so much. Like, how do you really expect to deal that much damage with your 3 cards in hand that really aren't that very good? Like, Knife Juggler, you can't really play that, expect it to live. Saber is rather weak.
What? It's interesting. He actually chose to kill off the Big Game Hunter. I would actually kill off the Armor Smith, actually, because Armor Smith is going to give me infinite value of
I agree.
armor. Yeah, like this. It's like
Like, he can
the game-
protect it now with the Dread Corsair, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to give me an additional 4 armor minimum if he doesn't draw into something which can be removed. In this case, Living Roots.
Yeah, but then what do you do after that? Like, it's the eternal struggle. It's so bad. Now he's using one of his combo
Oh, wow.
pieces to try to clear. When I'm watching anymore, this is insane. I feel like this is a joke.
Well,
I mean, if you want bad RNG to happen, I guess it's good to get it all out of the way in the match you're not going to win anyway. It just pinged an Rubian Egg in face twice. Oh my god. It's disgusting.
well, things happen. We don't know, but then... let's just see. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any way he can come back from here.
Patron's just chilling in the hand like, we don't need to play you guys. Everyone did not need to get in here.
Well played.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, that's
That's a well-
incredibly bad matchup for the aggro druid. I don't know how Patron needs to draw to make it winnable for aggro druid. I feel like there are hands that Patron can draw that are just really bad, but
I can see.
like it runs the mid-range minions like the Shredder now, and like you always have something to play, it seems. So that's what the Patron deck can do. It's a Felreaver.
Yeah. Well, ZADKIEL actually have his last class druid. We do know it's a combo druid. Combo druid, and you're having a mage. You probably want to use your mage. Nope, he's still going for his druid.
Well, actually, I think it's possible that JNJ can take these last 2 games.
Preserve.
The mid-range druid is, I would say, unfavored against both the tempo mage, if it is tempo mage, and against the aggro druid. But I mean, it depends on a lot of things like draws. Like, you know, JNJ obviously needs a powerful start. Seems like he's well on his way to having that.
I think. Do you keep one Felreaver and just throw away everything?
I'd probably keep a Darnassus. I think because you don't run Wild Growth, I don't think in this one, but like Darnassus, you kind of need. Baits out the Wrath if nothing else. But yeah, I'd probably ship the second Felreaver and keep the Grove in this matchup. Just try to get an Innervate. You already have the coin. You're
Yeah, he already have
halfway
the
there.
coin, so if he gets like 10-2, then that's gonna be very hard for ZADKIEL. Oh, okay.
wow.
I take my words back.
I mean, the hand isn't bad. It kind of worked out.
Yep. This is quite good, actually. It's gonna coin to Dionysus. It'll be dealt by Warp, but then it's gonna have another Dionysus.
I don't know, man. You might just go for the 1-drops. It's a little greedy, but could happen. Alright, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ready with that. Oh my god. Double Innervate, too.
Wow.
So at the worst, we can see a Druid Claw next turn, which is going to be a pain for JNJ.
No, there's no way you can remove it right now.
Yeah, oh, or we could just see an Ancient Allure.
Oh, wow.
That's the decision. He's going to go for the taunt.
Would you go for an Ancient Lore, actually? I mean, just to get the extra draw, because right now your hand
I
is like...
like the lore personally, but... Oh, whoa.
Oh, okay.
This is some interesting stuff, man.
You can deal by the Living Roots, that's deal 2 damage. Well, interesting choice, because...
I mean, that's the one way to prevent JNJ from playing a Shredder that turn. I guess that has merit.
Well, everything's been dealt with. Wild Growth, Hero Power kills it. Yep, you take 1 damage. No, extra 3 damage. But then, let's see. Okay. Wow, okay. I'm a little bit... let's see, okay.
I like that play. Yeah. Anything ZADKIEL can do to keep the board clear is pretty good. I understand the charging Druid Claw, to be honest. Yep, drawing cards.
Yep, draw into another Ancient of Lords. Very good.
Yeah. He could even save it if he wants and like play his other minions and save the other one to heal maybe, but I don't know if that's necessary.
I don't think you want to save it up for heal, because you know that the opponent is actually a very aggro-ish type. You already know he's a Fell River aggro deck. You might want to... You might want to draw out as much minion as you can, because right now he doesn't have much. Like, this two can't do anything. It's gonna be traded off. Even if he doesn't want to trade off, let's just go face, stuff like that. But then you can't do anything. And then next turn, JNJ is gonna use Dr. Boom, and then that's like you're definitely far behind.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's good. And innovate. Wait. He used up both of the innovate, so you can't use double.
Yeah, those are long gone. JNJ is succeeding in putting a lot of pressure on, though. I think he's probably going to save this Shade because he knows his opponent can kill it. We may see the combo to clear. I think that's pretty reasonable.
You'll definitely need to clear out. You don't clear out, next turn roll, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to clear out, man.
Yeah, because you can just use your face to kill the 2/2. Everything else dies. You still get to retain minions. Hopefully. If Boombots behave.
There's nowhere where... even if you use his face, is that enough damage to deal it? No, 14 plus 16, 20 plus no 27. No, we're not enough. Just go face, I guess. Yeah. Go face. Do you activate your shade here?
It's not terrible. If I was gonna, yeah, I think face is the place on that one. You're worried maybe about 2 roars? I don't know.
I think you hit with the Boombots first.
You could Savage Roar and get the easy kill on the 5/2, and hopefully it kills the Shade. If it does that, it's insane. And if it doesn't, you can just use your face, really, and then you develop Fell Reaver and hope for the best. And I think you probably take the 7 to his face with the Shade this turn.
Well,
Yeah,
he took... But, I mean, if you do like that, you take an extra damage.
That's probably fine. You just can't really play around your opponent having the second Roar and the Force. It's like literally them having 2 combo copies in their hand.
Okay, let's see. You take 5 damage.
Alright, so what can we top deck here for game? Number of things. The important thing really is that ZADKIEL still can't actually kill
Well, that's
JNJ.
right? Anyway, 12? No, that's 10. Sorry. That's 11 damage. That's only 11. Yeah.
Yeah. So JNJ could just clear the Darnassus. I don't think that really changes the cards ZADKIEL needs to kill him.
It's still in lethal range anyway, so I don't think there's a point to actually trade the Darnassus.
Yeah, I mean, that 8 is going phase, that's what counts. That's the important one.
In fact, I would actually keep the Keeper of the Grove.
Wouldn't play it at all?
I wouldn't play it at all. I'll play Leopard Gnome. And then just in case if ZADKIELs actually have a taunt or something, I can still silence it and go for face.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh.
Especially because we haven't, like, this is the first time in the match that the ZADKIEL's Druid's been being played, so didn't really know what the contents were. Could have, like, Ancient of War.
Well played.
Looks like he knows it's over, though, and the Aggro Druid by JNJ is going to tie the series up 2-2.
Alright, so, very interesting game. Mage versus Druid. We don't know what type of mage it is. I'm actually hoping to see a freeze mage, but I don't think a lot of people are playing freeze mage. Since he's playing the aggro type, I think it most likely it's gonna be a tempo.
Yeah, Control Warrior has been very popular in this tournament, as is Druid, so I would be surprised to see freeze as well. Looks like it is tempo with Ronin, which I like. I think the tempo mage is gonna have the advantage here. Not with that hand though. He's gonna need to find some better cards.
Getting Mad Scientist is good.
Wonder what a
That's
secret
good.
lineup is, because a lot of people run like Duplicate, Effigy, Counterspell, a lot of fancy secret lineups going around.
I think if he runs a counterspell, it's good because Druid doesn't have much spells. The worst case you can do is imagine burning one of the combo piece.
Or even like a Clutch Innervator Wild Growth isn't bad if they needed it to play on curve. Just playing the two scientists. I'm just gonna assume that he's running two different secrets. I think
Good.
that's what most people have been doing.
Well, let me see. The plays that I've seen normally is like counterspell and then the mirror image, or probably a mirror image like effigy. Yeah.
So we're gonna see these missiles. Maybe he doesn't want to apprentice just in case he gets to like ping. Maybe if he has to.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, like the missiles would have to like perfectly hit the 4-6 3 times in order for him to want a hero power. So you might as well just set up for like the mirror image, which you know you're probably gonna play.
Well, one,
Yeah, okay.
two damage. That's good. You get 2.
So the secrets we have: Spellbender,
Hellbender.
and Entity. Wow.
Wow. Okay. That's
So
new.
Spellbender can, I mean, it can save the apprentice from the swipe. The dream is to play it against Paladin and get like the Spellbender Blessing of Kings. I don't know if I've ever seen that in an actual competitive game of Hearthstone, but that is the dream, Blessing of Kings. In a meta where people play Blessing of Kings and don't expect Spellbender. I'm pretty stoked that Spellbender's in the top 4 right now. And there it goes, just gonna soak up that swipe. And now, JNJ can play the mirror image to protect it from the hero power. That's a big deal.
Yep. Alright, so... do Roth here?
I've got the beast in my
Yeah, he's testing it for the entity first, but yeah, I think Wrath's probably right.
beast in my sights.
Would have been really insane if JNJ had a play last turn to go along with his entity, or mirror image rather. Like a Shredder or Water Elemental, whatever he's running on that spot. I think that's now you just press your advantage. Try to deal as much as possible.
Wow. The missiles is doing their job.
Yep. I mean, you didn't need it to. You had the ping too, but it's always nice when the missiles works out by itself. Like that Shredder is looking pretty unimportant when you're staring down 8 damage from JNJ. Yeah, this is bad. Like the Druid decks are just getting creamed. Like, JNJ's Aggro Druid took 2 losses in a row, only for ZADKIEL's mid-range Druid to take the... Well,
2 losses.
It's looking like it. I can't really think of WoW. I don't even know if you do that. I think you just go for the Drake and you don't get BGH'd, to be honest. Even though the Beast is tempting, it'll just close out the game if it doesn't get BGH'd. That's kind of risky. I like it.
That's good. I mean, at least you lure out the early BGH so that you can play your Dr. Boom safely next turn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Actually, oh yeah, he could actually Drake first and then innovate into the Game Hunter just in case, but then yeah, I think you might actually Drake there so that you actually get a body, and then you get a draw. You never know what you can draw into. You can draw into swipe maybe.
Yep, that's true. So, pretty easy boom here. Where are these attacks gonna go though? Are they gonna try to clear? Like, he's not dead to the Savage Roar by itself. His opponent doesn't have enough mana to go for Savage Roar. And is he gonna play around Double Roar? That's really the question.
Depends if he's going for greedy. I mean, if he's going for greedy play, you definitely want, that you actually have more damage than enough. You probably want to hit the big game hunter in the face so that you'll be like in lethal range. You don't need to top deck anything.
Yeah, I agree. And Double Force doesn't even kill him with this board. I think I did the math and he's like 1 off, even if he can hero power. And that's still like an insane probability that you wouldn't really want to play around when you can just set up lethal.
True.
And it looks like he's gonna have to force, or excuse me, roar to clear the best he can. Which might be pretty well, actually.
Oh, wait. What? Okay, let's see. I think you...
Right, Totem Golem's not bad.
Oh, that's a very good drop. But then... you're gonna need to clear out.
Yeah, I mean, you can Keeper the fort too, I suppose. I think I would have played the Keeper first if it's going to be played anyway. Because that could have happened, and it did happen. That's the most punishment I've ever seen.
Oh, you see.
Yeah, the Shade is just gone.
Top Zach. Nope.
Well,
you still have a chance.
Yeah,
you still have a chance.
He wants to draw the lethal.
You draw it. You get it.
Oh, I thought it was a fireball, man.
Oh no, that's a flame cannon.
Yep.
No, that's a flame cannon.
It's okay. He has another turn because he'll only be able to armor up to 7. Yeah, this is a close one.
Oh, now only you get the Savage Roll. This is bad.
I don't know, man. The Drake that JNJ has to go Drake, Flame Cannon, Arcane Blast to clear 2 of these guys, like, this is pretty solid. Yeah, he can clear the board with this Drake.
Okay, that's it. Wait, no.
Oh, man, this is... Oh, I don't like this too much. This is really risky, man. Because
he doesn't get it.
Dude, you could have gone, like, Drake, Arcane Blast, and Flame Cannon and cleared the board there. The Arcane Blast will deal 4.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
you could still do Drake Arcane Blast, which is probably fine. Or you could just Frostbolt ping Flame Cannon, but he might want to keep the Frostbolt for the face.
Yeah,
I guess you could Portal as well, and just, yeah, Portal seems fine. You don't really need to ping that off this turn.
Portal? Yeah, I think you Portal.
But in that case, you would have wanted a Portal first, just in case you get Leroy and win. Now you can't actually play the Leroy.
Yeah. I think he's going for the Archmage. Portal
Yeah, it's a fine play.
Into the Arcane Blast, yeah, I think
Leroy would have been a lot better. That'd have been a clutch victory.
Oh man.
Oh god. Yeah, I mean, it has to be Archmage, I think. There's not really another... Because it does set up lethal. As long as your opponent can't literally kill you this turn. Which he'd
Unless
have
he's
to top
trying to
it.
get, he's gonna go
God.
greedy and think for another draw. Oh no, that's not it.
I mean, he gets to kill the thing again. There for once. That's a little greedy. So what if it misses? Okay, didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, you could have not played Flamewaker and just like tried to ping just in case. Maybe Portal.
Silence. Keeper.
This is looking out of reach for ZADKIEL. With these draws, Darnassus isn't gonna cut it.
You need to silence. Wait. I think you silence Flamewaker because Flamewaker can do 2 additional damage. Regardless, what.
Yeah, it just might not hit the right place.
Okay, well that's okay, but then you're still in the. Okay, Flamemaker now and then play Unstable Portal.
I think so. You wouldn't just go for the one guaranteed fireball? I think I'd go for the fireball personally. It's close though. You could still potentially kill the Darnassus. Okay, it wasn't Leroy. But there's no one card that he can top deck to do the rest of the 17 damage he needs to do, or 16 damage. It's so much. Force of Nature. Not
Well,
quite. That will be lethal.
That would be lethal, more than enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's going for it. Yep, that's it. Well,
JNJ,
I mean,
man. He came back. After...
came back from behind.
Well, he did win the first game of the series, but it looked bad for a while. Really back and forth series.